I will be answering the question number 1. So reflect on a clinical experience in which I wish I had done something differently. The clinical experience where I wish I had done something differently was last term, in term 6, I had a patient who was in and out of a state of delirium, and because of her delirium, she had very poor insight, and therefore in the beginning when she arrived on the unit, she was in restraints because she was unstable on her feet and would try to get up. And this situation is revolving around a fall that she had. So I had gone on break, and before I went on break, the physio was going to take her on a walk because she was coming out of her delirium, and she was more stable on her feet and she had to get up to move. So they were going to take her on a walk. However, I assumed that they knew about her unsteadiness and her lack of insight, and that she did want to keep getting up. And I assumed that the other nurse would have informed them. However, these assumptions meant that nobody communicated any of this correctly, and my patient did end up falling while I was on break because there was no communication to the physio. So they left her, once they were finished with her walk, they left her in the bed with no restraints and with none of the rails up and no walker beside her. And she did end up needing to use the restroom. She got up and she fell when trying to use the restroom. And I wish that I had communicated or made sure to communicate with the physio and not made the assumption that they would know, as well as I wish I had communicated and not made the assumption that the nurse would know and that she would communicate with the physio. So for the future, I really learned that it's important to never make assumptions and to keep reiterating things, even if you think that the people already know, just to confirm, because it can have impacts on patient safety.